What is up, you guys? Welcome. Oh no, I have my glasses on. It looks sick with my glasses on, doesn't it? I look just really cool. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking
No, I'm gonna take them off.
Barking up yourself a bit there. Ha!
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a part 2 of the answering questions boys have for girls but are too afraid to ask kind of thing. Really long title, but yes, you guys seem to really enjoy the last one, and obviously I had to bring Phoebe back to do it because, you know, look at her, she's so cute. No, she's not.
Get some help. Stop it! Get some help.
If you like the video, then don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate if as many of you could subscribe as possible. So let's just jump on into the video. I hope you enjoy.
So the first question is, why are girls never loyal?
I know exactly who sent this one in. That, my friend, is you picking... Well, no, I can't say you're picking bad people. That's just some girls.
Yeah, not every girl.
No, but it's the same with boys. Like, we could say, why are boys not loyal? Like, it's a minority out of a majority. I'd like to think most of us girls are pretty loyal.
I think it depends on what stage people are at in, like, dating life. Because if they're not ready for something, they're just not going to be loyal. Like, their head is not going to think of the things that loyal people think of. Like, they're just gonna want to do what they want to do. Would you rather be taken out for dinner or made dinner?
Depends on the situation.
I feel like it's nicer to... I like a bit of both, but I think it's more meaningful when they make it for you.
No, I completely agree with that, but I do think when, like, the first couple of times I meet someone, it's gonna be, I'd rather go out for dinner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to just jump straight on in to them coming to mine or me going to theirs. Not that they come to mine because I live with my grandpa, so to be fair, that's probably the first time I've ever met someone. But
why do girls spend so long putting on makeup to look like they didn't, or to look like a completely different person? Fuck, did you come from?
Don't know. I think...
He's coming back around.
Okay.
Why is he on the sofa like that? It's not a race bike, mate.
If you watched my last video, the get ready vlog kind of thing, you'd have heard Phoebe say to me, because I said that was a catfish, and she said, but you don't look completely different, it's just enhancing your features. So, like, most makeup, if somebody can do it properly or in the best way possible, then you are going to look the same. Certain parts are just going to maybe look a little bit more defined or whatever. Some people do, me granted, I used to and sometimes still do now, put on a face of makeup to the point where it genuinely does not look like me, you know. And also, if you're taking it from like an Instagram perspective, you've got to understand that they've probably done some editing as well. I mean, I will, hands up, we were going through my Instagram the other day, and some of those first photos I edited so much because I thought that's the way that it was going to get likes, whereas now I don't really do any editing at all because I do my makeup in a way that it doesn't need editing, if that makes sense.
I think it's just personal preference. Girls can wear makeup I wear makeup to make myself feel better.
Yeah, same.
If I'm like having a down day and I just don't like the way that I look, like even the other day I said to you, I said just put some eyebrows and mascara on, because even that can make a big difference in how you feel about how you look. Why do girls enjoy cuddling so much? I miss cuddling.
Right.
Security thing.
Yeah, so it's security, it's a comfort thing. You kind of, like, I don't like people getting in my personal space. I think you're pretty much the same. Like, we don't like people coming too close into kind of like our bubble. But when you cuddle someone, you're kind of sharing, I know it sounds really gay and really cringe, but you're sharing that space, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're kind of taking each other in. But I must say, you boys cannot say that you don't enjoy cuddling just as much as us. I think actually some boys prefer cuddling more than I do, and I'm a cuddler.
Especially when they want to be the little spoon. What do you girls store in your handbags? Everything that you will ever possibly need. I went through mine the other day. I had sun cream, water, hair bands, sweets, because I have like low blood pressure and low sugar levels, so I have to like eat something if I get grouchy or whatever. Tampons, makeup, spare pair of underwear, spare pair of socks, hairbrushes,
makeup.
eye drops. I have eye drops in there.
To be fair, my handbag is pretty empty actually. I think all that's really in there
It's new, isn't it?
at the moment, yeah.
I think
It takes a
over
while.
time
It
you
takes a while to
just-
collate stuff.
Yeah, you just collate stuff.
And also, I've never really been a handbag person. I've always just been, I'll just put what I need in my pockets kind of thing. But like, I was always forgetting certain things because I just didn't have the space for it. So like, I've literally just got powder, lipstick, got antihistamines because my eyes get really itchy at the
Yeah, I
moment.
always have painkillers.
Ibuprofen, paracetamol.
What does I'm fine really mean? Find
She's not
out what the
fine.
problem is.
Yeah. I do think that some girls actually say I'm fine, but kind of actually want the guy to, or their girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whichever, want them to actually say, no, look babe, I know something's wrong, just talk to me. Because I think we mentioned something vaguely similar in our last video with this question thing, that when a girl kind of doesn't really know what the matter is, or if she's in a mood or whatever, maybe he's done something wrong that he didn't realise he did, you then get stressed out that if you say something to him it's going to cause an argument. And I can tell you, those girls are probably the girls that have been through heartbreak, have been through manipulation and things like that, and have been made to feel like you can't openly speak about issues because it's just going to end up into an argument.
How regularly do girls masturbate?
How uncomfortable did you feel asking that question then? So it very much depends on the person. So I've got friends that would never ever ever masturbate. They find it so disgusting. They've never really explored as such like their own body, whereas I have some friends that will masturbate 2-3 times a day.
I think
Some
just
people
whenever you're really like
horny.
feeling it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same with well, to be fair, I think like boys do it definitely more, but like there's no difference between a boy and a girl masturbating. It's just whenever they choose and please. Do girls find it attractive if we say we have a lot of options? Absolutely fucking not.
Some girls do. We were talking about this to our mum
Yeah,
earlier.
because they like the chase.
Some girls do enjoy the chase, and this is again something similar to what we were talking about in the last one. But no, I mean, I wouldn't want a guy to openly say to me, oh, I'm talking to 15 other girls, so it really doesn't matter if you want to meet tonight because I've got 15 others to talk. I'd like to ask. Like, that would turn me off massively. I'd probably actually delete your ass there and then and never fucking talk to you again.
If that was said face to face, like, this would be my reaction. Fuck off.
No, it's not attractive at all. I just don't think it's something that I would ever be happy somebody saying to me.
Do girls actually like dick pics? Depends.
If the
like,
time's right,
yeah,
if they're in the, they have to be in the mood. If you could literally send the same dick pic to a girl 2 different times of the day, one where she's literally not feeling it at all and she will fucking hate it,
yeah,
and she'll probably get really pissed off at you, and then you could do it another time where she's in that kind of mood and she'll fucking love it. I mean, not all girls enjoy dick pics either. I mean, no offense to you men, but they're not the prettiest of things to look at.
I think it's if you like that person, if you like you're attracted to that person.
Yeah, if you see
and
it
you're on
going
that
somewhere,
level,
yeah.
I think it's all right. But when it's just like literally random people like sending it, I'm literally like heaving at my phone because I'm like, are you for fucking?
But also,
real?
like, when it's somebody that I don't talk to or don't really know and they send it to me, I'm thinking, how many other girls have you sent that picture to? Like, I don't believe that you've just randomly thought, oh, let's send Ellie Scott Cole a fucking dick pic. No, I don't think that would happen.
I got an earbud and I went into mum's room. I was like, "You right, bud?"
Do it. Do it.
Woohoo! Would you rather be dominated?
Yes.
Depends in what sense.
That's true. That's
because
true.
if you're dominated just overall in a relationship, that's like, you can't wear this, you can't speak to this person, you can't go there.
That's
I
just
don't want none of
controlling.
that, thank you.
Yeah. If it's in the bedroom, yes. I do occasionally like swapping the tables? Switching the tables.
I think a bit of mixture is always nice.
Yeah. Particularly when they're not kind of expecting it. Kind of spices things up a little bit. But no, definitely I agree with Phoebe. If it's in the actual relationship and, you know, I'm being told that I can't speak to a certain person or I can't wear that skirt because it's an inch too short, you can fuck right off.
What can guys do to honour women better? I thought this was such a good question. Basically, I think from like, you know, like 1950s to like 80s, probably 90s, like everyone was just kind of like equal. There was no like body shaming.
I think there was to an extent, but not as bad as it is now.
Everyone didn't want to like look up. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Men objectify women with sex.
I get what you mean in the fact that men objectify women as a sex object.
Yeah, that's what I felt like, an object to someone before for sex.
I think that's always been the case. I don't think it's necessarily been in the last 20 years that I've been alive, but I do think that the impact that social media has had on that is massive. You know, you've got OnlyFans, you've got Pornhub, you've got all these kind of things that are getting so much bigger in the world now in society, and that people will openly talk about. You have Instagram with the ideal way that you should look, and you have the page 3 of a magazine. All of that kind of stuff contributes. It's not even in that kind of way that I think a man can honour you. It's more like, so basically I've said that if I ever get a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, and he goes on a lad's night out or whatever like that, I have no issue with it whatsoever, because I would trust him, or I'd like to think I'd trust him. But you know, if a girl was to come up to him and you know, try and get it on with him or whatever, I would respect if he was to say, you know, I'm really sorry, I've got a girlfriend, instead of egging her on. Because I've been in the situation where I've thought somebody's attractive, I've gone and spoken to him, we've started dancing together, we got together, and then his fucking girlfriend came up to me and poured a drink over my head. I had no idea he had a girlfriend. If I did, I would have fucking stayed the hell away from him. But the fact that he let me do all of that, and you know, proceeded to buy me drinks. His girlfriend was in the club, and she decided to throw a drink over my head because she thought that I was the one in the wrong. And also, I do think as well, if a guy defends a girl, I think that's a massive thing. You know, so say you're talking to this girl and you've got your lads group chat or whatever, pardon me, and one of your mates sends in a picture that she might have posted on Instagram and says something sex, like, as what?
Do you know what the best response would be? Oi, that's my missus you're talking about.
Yeah, but something like that is like the best thing. If they're like objectifying her or they're taking the piss out of her or whatever, if he was to then say exactly that, or you know, you're not allowed to talk about my girlfriend, my fiance, my wife like that, that is honourable. That is the kind of man that I want to be. That's the kind of man that I want to raise my kids.
And they don't even have to like shut their mates down. They just say like, look, just
be a little bit more respectful.
What we were talking about this on the way here. What is one thing that annoys you most about boys? There's 2 things that we came up with. So basically not being straight up. A lot of boys like to ghost people, or like, say if like you've gone on a date, or like you're just like texting and stuff, and like the boy is like just not interested anymore, and he just either ghosts you or just like keeps making shitty excuses. Like, just say, like, I'm not feeling it anymore. Like, I'd much rather that than be strung along and put in all of the effort for nothing just to be mugged off.
Also, what I was going to say, as a little bit of a joke, is guys that have had sex with one girl and then proceed to message their sister and try and hook up with their sister. I think it's the most fucking disgusting thing. Even friends, I don't think guys should go from one friend to the next.
It's just like, what goes through their head though? Because they clearly know that we're sisters. We post together all the time. We're with each other all the time. We have the exact same surname, yet they still try to get with the other Scott Carl. Wrong'uns. Why do girls play hard to get? I used to do this just because I was like, I'd been hurt before, and I just had a barrier up. I just think you have to have some kind of guard up at first so that you don't give everything and then just...
But then there's also the girls like Fee and me that have been hurt, so you don't want to let that guard down straight away, because all that you're used to or have been used to is just being let down or hurt. And then the other side of it is, you know, if you play slightly hard to get and the guy continues to try and win you, he's making an effort. It's not like he's gone, oh, you know what, she's not just going to get into bed with me, I'm just going to give up. Like, he genuinely he would quite clearly, I would like to hope, after making all that effort to, you know, talk to you, take you on a date, whatever, he does actually want something real with you, rather than just take you back to his shag pad, have sex with you, and then never talk to you again.
Why can't a toilet seat be up? Because I fall down the fucking toilet every time, because I don't realise.
I don't have a problem with it.
It's just annoying.
It is annoying, but like, I don't really have a problem with it, because I always check the toilet anyway to make sure that there's no piss on it, or the seat's not down, like the lid's not down or whatever. I'd get more pissed off if there's just piss all over the toilet seat and you haven't wiped it up. Girls as well as boys, girls do it. I go into the girls' toilets in clubs or pubs or whatever, and there's just piss everywhere, and you're like, mate, can you like at least clean it up?
So the last question is, do you prefer a quiet or a loud guy?
I like a bit of both. I like someone that we've talked about this, haven't we? Having somebody that balances out your personality but is able to keep on kind of the same level as you. So, you know, when you're in an energetic mood, you want somebody that can kind of bounce off that energy, but maybe, you know, when we get home and it's late at night and we've been out, I'd kind of just like somebody that's not bouncing around the bloody bedroom like a Labrador.
Me.
But rather literally.
That's what I like a quieter guy, because he can kind of bring me down, because I'm 100 miles an hour 24/7 most of the time. So I kind of like a quieter guy, but I do like someone that's like similar to me and loud and bubbly, because I just love having a laugh and stuff like that.
All right, so that is the end of the questions. Thank you to everybody that did send some in. So as I said before, if you liked the video, then don't forget to like the video. And if you obviously want to see some more content, then don't forget to press that red button.
And the bell.
And the bell, yeah, because then you'll get notified. I mean, I'm pretty much every Friday 6 p.m. as usual, but I am thinking of maybe now and again adding in like a second video for a week. Thank you very much for watching as usual. I will see you in the next one. Bye.